Hope you enjoy the snugs.
Lots of cuties here. Are more people over at the meteor? Are more people over at the meteor, or are they still over with us?
They're more people keep showing up to the meteor now. I think everyone's starting to trickle in.
Well,
Are we
it is past 8:08, so I will go over the meteor then.
teleport?
I'll go take the research lab. Make our way downtown to the meteor.
Meteor.
Making our way downtown. Meteor. Meteor.
Meteor.
Meteor. Bananas pass.
Meteor, meteor, meteor.
Heel bound.
Oh my god. Crystal.
Dun dun dun.
Meteor makes me want to take a bite out of it for some reason. I'm not sure why.
I can't believe I didn't get myself the new emote yet. So silly of me. Oh, I'm gonna fix that. I can't. I can't. Content creator fail.
Probably should have worn my outfit, but it's okay. I wonder what's going to be in the meteor. Like, I bet you eventually, later down the line, like, an update will happen with that.
They're gonna
Maybe
have
a
to
banana
crack it
character.
open.
That'd be funny.
This looks cool when I'm behind you doing the monkey dance.
It'll look like Peely from Fortnite.
Then all they need to do is add the little default dance.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to run to the bathroom for the last opportune time before we start, because I know we probably have at least enough moments for me to do that.
Oh.
Thank you. They have the black pearl crown on. Rigged.
Wigged.
I still have yet to get it.
Here we go. We got a ping. Okay, lobby code is up. Who wants to queue?
Oh, first lobby queue.
Yeah.
Do we need to go and do that now?
Up. Yeah, because the lobby's only going to be open for like 2 to 3 minutes, so the sooner we queue, the better.
Are you sure you want to? So we have to go to the main menu, and then where do we go for lobby queue?
No, I don't think we do that. We click the squads? Can we do it that way? Or how does it work?
Hold on, what?
Just join a private match and enter the code. Okay.
So you have to leave
So-
this right now?
No, we do it in here. So join, just like you're not. Yeah. So you have to press Q and then go to the game modes, press private match, and put the code in there.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Looks
that'll
like
let
you
us
are in a party where you're not the leader. Oh, I'm not the leader.
You have to.
Yeah. It has to be
Is it squads?
May. Yeah.
I'm May.
Oh wait. No, then Rin?
Yeah, it's me.
Is Rin? Okay. Here we go. And then, wait, how do I ready
Hold
up?
on, I don't think that's. Is that?
I forgot how to ready up. No, that's regular squads.
I know. I was like, something's not right. I hit private match. It just asked me which kind of match it was. It didn't ask me for a code.
Oh, that's weird.
No, join private match. You gotta go join private match, not host private match.
Oh, doy.
Yeah, join private match.
Wow.
It's okay.
This is what happens when Mochi isn't the one in charge.
Okay. Did that work?
Now. Now.
Okay, wait, what do I press to ready up again?
Q.
Q. What's this
You is
Q to
canceling.
No, if
I
you
know how to
hold
ready
Q, it
up chat.
cancels, but if you hit Q one time, it readies you up. Oh, we.
Okay, wait, you might need to do it again.
Chionsa?
Oh, auto accept is on for me, so it should have auto.
There's an auto accept?
Yeah, hit
Oh,
Q
auto
and then
accept
there'll
is
be
on for me too.
Oh, XYM. We'll find
Yeah,
out.
auto accept is on for me as well.
It seems mine is too. Because it just auto accepted.
I'm pressing Q, but nothing's happening.
Maybe auto accept happens at the end of the timer. Yep.
Oh,
we
there it
go.
goes.
That's what
That's
it is.
weird. Okay.
There we go.
That was wild.
Auto
Noted.
accept is defaulted on for those who didn't know. All right.
And now we can ping.
And you did the
Oh,
you
everyone's
did
over
the
here.
code? Yeah, okay, people are here.
Yeah, I think we're in.
Yep.
Here we are.
Oh, that's good, because I always forget to, like, I barely hear when it starts queuing us, and I always forget to press the queue.
Yeah, no, no worries.
Auto
like
queue
a-
is probably handy.
It's like the high-pitched eagle sound. So sometimes it's hard to hear it because it's just
Yeah.
such
So
a
did
high
we ever do the
pitch.
picture or?
I think they might take it here.
I
Before
think
we
they're
go
gonna
in.
take it here. I took my own little screenshot here. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I guess what we're doing here. Where I'm gonna just sit.
I wish there was a way to not hold something.
And just stand.
Yeah, like just handless.
Woo!
Oh,
I think they keep.
One heck of a furball. Yeah.
Okay, I think we got this now. Everyone's just emoting everything.
Just sitting now. I'm just now realizing that because I wear that jean vest thing that the mini emu kind of matches my fit. Foxley.
Okay. Here we go. Where do y'all want to go?
Surprise us.
You want me to surprise you?
Yeah, pick a spot.
Oh no.
Oh, are we all bad at making decisions?
Yes.
Okay, alright, I guess I have to do it. Okay, Cheons. We're going vaguely in this direction. Yeah, we got this. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm doing what I do best, falling behind and catching up.
Oh my god. Oh my god, where is everybody?
I'm in the little cavern thing right now.
I'm right by you, Mochi. No, I'm actually by, I'm right by,
I have a shotgun. Woo!
Me, it's a Mori.
Semimora? Was that your name?
You can call me Mori.
Mora.
We'll get there eventually, you know?
You say Mori? Like Dory, but with a...
Yeah.
Mori, got it, okay.
Yep.
I found Mori! And now, oh, you two are over here. Okay. No! Don't kill them!
I got an Uzi.
Oh, I
are
still
y'all?
haven't found one.
Oh,
Are we killing people in this?
Yeah.
assuming we're killing people.
Oh, yeah.
We are, right?
Yep.
I mean, oh, thanks for the heals.
Yeah. That's my other job. Oh my god, I just saw what
Okay, kill
Selka
the
said!
rat. Oh my god, these are fast. Oh god, the Uzi is a wow.
I'll focus on healing.
I felt like Rambo for a second. Not gonna
Ooh,
lie.
I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo.
What ammo?
Clev.
Pistol.
Oh, I
Clev,
got one
no.
down, though.
Clev, how could you?
Mama.
Oh shit, now I'm out of ammo too. I have to fight.
Ooh. What do you need? What do you need?
Healing darts, but
Uh-oh,
let
you might
me
get
take the
killed.
fall for you guys.
Okay.
Because he's gonna come from the bottom.
We can grab your tube.
Yeah. Chionsa's down too.
That sounds weird, but you can grab your tube. Okay.
Grab my tube.
Sunny's down. Hold on, Sunny. I'll get Sunny's tube if I can, but they might be near their body. Oh, yep.
Yeah, they are. Clev's
There.
camping.
Hold on. Ah! I'm down.
Oh,
You want one
Just
of these?
run. There's 3 of them here.
Yeah,
Just,
one-
just
Save
Make
yourself!
it.
Save yourself!
Survive.
That's sunflower giggles. Run! Run! Oh
that
god, giggles!
spread though, and how quick they fire is. Ooh.
I believe in you. Got this. Damn,
have
that
some
actually was
GL
really
steroids.
fucking smooth.
Thanks.
Praise Banan. Praise Banan.
they're gonna chase me down to like the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's their goal.
Damn. You're doing really good at dodging. That was
Damn.
awesome.
Good try.
That was amazing. You got so far.
I play a lot of FPS games. Running away while screaming at the top of my lungs is a special skill. Exactly.
I'll spectate. I want
Oh
to see
my
what happens to
God.
Giggles and Giggles' team.
Oops. I left. By
Oh, you're
accident.
fine. It's not like we have to watch. We're all doing
I'll
different
just wait.
streams
We
too,
just
so
have to.
my stream is
Yeah,
watching.
we'll just wait for the next queue.
Yeah, I gotta know. I wanna see it with my eyeballs.
I'm just taking a look at the map now for a minute. Do I just praise banana at these statues? Did I not find my praise banana emo? There we go.
Oh damn! When I open the map, I can see where each of us
No.
died.
Maybe you have to throw a banana into the... Throw a banana into it.
Seems likely, but we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can... Oh, I'm not gonna
Oh,
be able to
Celtic.
in the lobby. Yeah, I mean, I think they only gave us a week notice about with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised how late they were starting it, to be honest with you.
According to Elowen, this is the usual time. We usually do it at like 8 o'clock in the evening, East Coast, or 5 o'clock West Coast.
The one time it was at 7, I thought, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it is
It
an
was
hour.
at 7. It might have been a little easier for those in the EU, but the EUers have it rough right now.
Yeah.
Now Giggles and their team is out. Now we're down to watching somebody else. Damn, that is powerful. Holy crap.
Uzi?
Yeah, the person I'm spectating has it. That's a good combo. They got Eagle
Yes.
and Uzi.
Yeah, that would do it because you have two separate ammo, so
Yep.
switch back and forth pretty nicely.
I once again have to figure out what my favorite gun will be. Man, this guy's good. I have it. Yeah, nice.
Okay, and Ren, you're the party leader?
Yeah. So I gotta enter the next one, right?
Yeah, you will.
Oh, I didn't even post it yet, but I'm prepared.
No.
You know what? I'm intelligent. We're gonna put Discord on part of the window and leave OBS chat visible on the other part of the window. Brutal banana slip. Yeah, that was.
I like when you see a nice chat just saying GG's. Have they announced a code yet?
No. I'm stalking it.
From what I can tell, the map didn't really change besides the meteor.
Here we go.
Or are you guys at the meteor site?
No, we're in the main area.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the meteor.
Okay, I was just like, is that
I'm in
what's
the,
over there?
just the regular spot.
All right,
I
we got
haven't moved.
the code.
Oh, perfect. Cue us in. Cue us
Yeah.
in, camp.
At least now I'm putting in the right place.
We are practiced now.
Doing this together. By the time we'll be champions at it.
Go team.
Exactly.
Ready.
What do you do? Let's do this. Wait, where do we want to go? We should probably pick some.
We probably should figure that out. Yeah.
I'm not tempted to go to the
Sure.
Okay.
Pixel port? Sure.
That was easy.
Yeah.
It was the easy button. Why haven't I made it a redeem on my channel yet?
I'm gonna assume the X-ray gun is something that you would have to get from a crate.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's too powerful. Oh, does this mean we have to be thirsty and go after the crate?
Oh god, I gotta put my salad down. No. Go on. No. It's gonna be a far jump, but we can definitely get there.
Oh yeah.
Mochi getting deleted? What do you mean?
Go.
I'm just eating salad.
Maybe odds be ever in your favor.
Alright, I'm just gonna head out. We're gonna have to run quite a bit.
Yeah.
Look at you dancing.
Spin. The altar of banana. That's so alluring.
What is that altar?
I don't know yet. I think we're gonna have to throw a banana
Yo.
in there, and maybe something happens. My guess,
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
but I don't know.
I got an Uzi. Let's see how this
got
goes.
an Uzi?
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, dart fly, my favorite. All right, I like this loadout.
I got 2 weapons that use the same ammo, which is no good. Let's see, maybe there's something in here. Nope. But if anyone needs armor,
Yes, thank you.
you're welcome.
Trying to stay close to everyone, so if anyone gets hit, I can heal. I have the dart fly.
It's a banana forker. Oop.
It's so you can eat bananas and heal. So if they're on the ground, or if you throw them yourself. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Where should I put this? I'll put that over there.
I have not seen an Uzi.
Mine's just
I'm
a
trying.
basic one, but we're gonna find out how it goes. I have no idea what to expect yet.
SMG on drugs.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much. It's hard, but it's fun.
Okay,
Definitely wanna
okay.
make sure I have enough.
But they
ammo
seem
this
pretty
time.
rare to find. I don't know.
Yeah, I've only seen this one and one other that were also the gray. So,
I've not found one yet.
okay, I'm in like a happy medium between all of us, so.
Maybe the crate tool? Nope.
I was hoping for that. We'll see.
Another crate? Nope.
Beware of my cat mine bomb over here.
I know I'm a little far away, but I'm not finding. I'm just looking for the gun. Oh, that's a person. That's Talon. I see you.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna meet up with you guys because I don't want to be by myself.
Wait.
Is there a way to switch up what position your guns are in? Like if I want to move my shotgun to one end?
Yeah, alt, well, mine is my left alt. I don't know what it would be for yours. Left alt and click onto it and then move it, drag it.
Gotcha.
But it might be something different depending on if you changed your. I found one. Changed your.
Yeah, there you go. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah,
I still have it on default.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
right,
love this gun. Decision made. This is a great gun.
Oh wait, someone put a banana in and then something.
Something.
Wait, what
Yeah, I
happened?
just saw that.
Damn it! I didn't see it, but it looked like a bat, like emu signal.
Yeah, it's the emu
Oh,
Batman.
they have a minigun.
Oh,
Hell no, I don't
shit.
want to be in that.
Bye.
Oh, no, I'm
bye,
gonna die
bye,
anyway.
bye. Oh, that's not. Oh no, that's not. That's worse. Oh, I'm sorry, Blondie. Me every time I kill anybody. I'm sorry.
I'm coming in 1 second. Let me heal.
No, you're fine.
Fuck, Clev. I'm only not sorry for you because you killed us last round.
Wow. So toxic. Just kidding. That's just what people would say, right?
So toxic.
So toxic. Oh my god.
No, I'd be a little sorry still. Just a little bit though.
Just a little though. That's key.
Discounted. Oh, hey, Clev.
Oh, I just bananed you. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Not intentional. Oh my god. Just trying to get them.
Dodging.
Oh my God, I'm I'm gonna die.
No, I almost
I'm
hit
dead.
Oh
you.
my god.
I'm Pitwish.
Oh shit.
World.
You heal them first, and then I'll come. You know what? I'll come in here.
No, just come here, and then I'll grab you, and then they can heal. There.
And I can shoot everyone with the dart fly once I'm back up.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Go
good.
team.
Okay, now heal up before you guys.
They have a
minigun
too.
Hey, buddy.
Ow.
Oh, popcorn! No!
So many of them have a minigun.
Popcorn, how
Yeah.
could you?
Quite a
I
bit.
got fifth that time. That wasn't bad.
Oh no, popcorn got by Wheezy. Oh no, Wheezy just got got.
I want to spectate this time.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Just do /ghost.
J Castro Kitty is who I'm. Oh yes, I'm watching another cat. This is the best. I'm rooting for you.
Go cat.
Go cat, go cat, go cat, go cat.
Yeah, they still have a whole full squad.
Yeah, they're whooping. I think they got this.
Yeah, Popcorn the Beaver is good.
Oh damn, they're beating
have
Clev's
minigun.
team. It's them and Clev's team that's left. That's
Ooh, they're almost dead though. Oh, they
oh,
went
they
down.
got the last. Ooh, that was the person who won last match. They got
wow.
it.
That was with
Nice.
that gun, too.
GG. Reviews. Popcorn. I love popcorn so much.
GG's on that one. That was a lot better than the last game, I would say. So.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Last one was like, it was fun, but it was also oh.
Yeah, the Uzi is definitely like reminds me of it's like a tougher SMG.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I would normally.
Fire rate.
Pistol.
I like it because it's kind of like an in-between of the SMG and the silenced. Like, it's not as fast as the silenced, but it's faster than the SMG. And it's got the in-between rate of ammo loading, too, because it's 16 versus 12 or 25. It's that sweet
It
spot.
makes sense.
I like it.
Sweet.
The sweet spot.
Very sweet.
Sweet and spicy.
Those that are having a hard time with ammo, definitely start breaking grass. It helps out a lot.
Oh, yeah. Have a good store walk, Nuki. Yeah, Chionsa's joining the chain.
There you go.
Chionsa joined the chain. We're making a chain over here. A T-pose chain. Yes. It's perfect. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I haven't have.
Whoa. There's the code.
Okay. Lobby code.
How many lobbies are we doing?
They're only playing for about an hour, so however long that'll. My assumption is they'll probably play like 2 or 3 more games.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a couple more.
First lobby code went off at around quarter after, so I'm guessing around that time.
Popcorn getting in line.
Where do we want to go? Research labs?
Okay. Purple creatures.
Being able to emote and move around.
Yum, yum, yum.
Thanks, Beautiful. I appreciate it. Depends. Like, it seems like ammo and the guns just seem to be very spread out. Feels like it is anyway.
I agree. Oh, I wish I had a T-pose. Imagine not spending money. That's crazy.
Use what you have. It
I don't
works.
have that. Actually, I don't think I have T-pose either.
Use the point.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Point. It's a half T-pose.
Exactly.
Oh, where do you guys want to go?
Oh fuck. We're going to labs.
Labs, like...
Oh, okay. So we're gonna be spectating a lot. I appreciate you, Beautifly. If I can get a gun, I should be fine. We'll
We
see.
got this. I believe in us. Okay, I gotta know what this banana statue does.
Banana.
The distraction of the banana.
Banana nan.
Okay, I got a banana. Wait, do you just have to hit the thing? No, you do hit. You hit it and then you throw one. Okay, interesting. It collects a certain amount of bananas, it looks like. But, too, busy to figure everything out right now.
I got a gray Uzi.
Ooh.
I don't want a gray one, though.
That's how I felt, too. I was like, why does it have to be gray?
Give me...
I hear people dying.
Give me a
outside.
better one.
I'm a little afraid.
There's a...
No!
Oh, no,
Okay.
no.
I just got completely pounced on.
Where are you?
Oh!
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Sorry, hun. I didn't know you were there. Take a banana to the face. It does absolutely nothing. Ow!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, they hurt. I don't have any throwables. It would be helpful to have a throwable.
Oh, throwables now, too. I don't even have
Ooh, they
tape
are
now.
aggressive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, purple pistol. I have more of a chance now. Okay. Alright. Damn. That thirst is intense. Run, Chianza. Oh, okay. Nope. Assassinated.
That was an experience.
Kind of called it only because we went to labs, but...
Oh, well, yeah. So when it said labs, and I was like, oh, are we still going to labs? And then I wished I didn't say that.
There's still bots in this?
I guess. Holy
Those are
sh...
bots.
Wow. Wait, there's no way those are
surprised they did
bots. There's no way they're bots because of
No,
how
there
well they're
was-
dressed up. Oh, wait. You might be
Sure?
watching someone
no,
else.
They all walked there in front. No, Dookie, Alice Pooper. Those are bots.
Oh, it's because I'm spectating someone, I think. Doi.
Wait, unless they just changed. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I'm spectating Bing. I'm blind. Help, I'm lost.
You're okay. You're okay. I guess Ghost doesn't work for everybody, but I'm a moderator, so I guess I can. But
Oh, right.
I guess they didn't let it happen, which...
You have mod powers.
Yeah, but we're all dead. It's okay.
Imagine modding in this academy. Academy. Good.
Academy!
Academy. I'd like to thank the academy.
I'd like to thank the Academy for my moderating privileges.
Exactly.
Looks like there's 2 people left. Oh no, there's no.
Oh my gosh,
nope,
this
they
whole
all
team
are
is
alive.
left.
This group is probably gonna end up winning it.
This is the guy who killed.
Probably.
This group killed us. So.
With Bing's, yeah.
Oh, there's still 35 people alive. So I'm sure
I'm watching Bing and Bear, and yeah, they're
Yeah.
30 now. Yep. Oh, I think they're. Oh, they're trying to kill them off in this gas.
Ooh,
Popcorn
that's
Beaver's trying to save them.
It's an egg hit to the face on Bing.
Bing and Beargable are together.
Ooh, damn.
Bearzavelt.
Bing is kind of crazy. Bing is kind of throwing hands.
The devs are down below.
Man, he's
Go
good.
down.
Yeah, Bing is kind of cracked. I don't know why Bing isn't healing though.
Yeah, that's.
Pickaxe is a stealthy.
No, Bing's a real person.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. They're not
Oh,
healing.
okay.
Yeah,
Ruben
they're
just went down.
they're messing up the.
Ooh, there's so many people.
Bob and Katie are in the gas. I think they're gonna end up.
They're
Beargable just went down.
Ooh, banana rain. Oh, they're healing finally. Okay, I feel better about that
They
now.
didn't fully heal though. They got enough heals.
Michael
They're
and
not
Katie just
healing.
died.
My soul's hurting from this.
Finish taping, dude.
there we go.
Please die. It hurts my OCD.
It's stressing me. I know, me too. It's stressing me out.
10 people left.
Oh,
I think there's
he
still
got
a whole
popcorn.
team.
Oh.
Clefo.
Oh, that's Clev. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't Clev. That was Edgar.
So Bing is kind of cracked.
Yeah. They're going ham. Sneaky, sneaky.
I haven't seen much of the X-ray gun.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, damn.
Oh.
Ooh, Bing, yep. I was gonna say, I don't know if Bing has this anymore.
Nope.
That's queasy.
GG's.
Dum 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 dum.
Cute. The blue chinchilla is over 425 serum. Or DNA.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I totally could have unlocked a super emu a while ago now. Alright, I'm gonna transform into a super emu for this this match.
Have a good night, Thrumbo.
Good night, Rumbo.
Thanks for stopping in. I know how late it is for you. I'm already tired and it's only 9 o'clock at night.
Adulting be like, I'm tired.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Tired all the time, tired all the time.
What is sleep? Yeah, 2:58 for you. Yeah, understandable. Take care, Beautifly. Sleep stream of just hearing snoring and heavy breathing in the background.
ASMR.
Sleep ASMR. Put some lo-fi music on for you.
That would low-key slap.
I mean, if that helps people sleep, I mean, I'll do it for you.
That would low-key slap.
Not so much the snoring, probably, but you know.
All right, we found a new avenue for making money.
Listen, I never knew that was actually a real thing of a sleep stream. I was just guessing. I didn't even know that was like something legitimately you can actually do. I thought those weren't allowed anymore.
I was about to say, I was like, can't you? I don't think you actually can have a sleep stream
never
on.
mind. You can.
Oh, you can.
You can.
Oh,
There's a whole category called I'm Only Sleeping.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there's a whole category.
That's right. One of my friends I mod for has done that before. Feels like that was an eternity ago. What is time?
Oh, code's up.
Oh, the next code is coming in.
Yep.
Lobby code's up.
Logo's still typing. Logocked.
Hey, something VR. How are you?
Oh no, that is the new one. Logan sure is still typing, but he did also post the code.
Mm-hmm.
That had me messed up. I was just like, hold on, what time is it? Okay. Wait, it is the exact time of the announcement, so this is definitely the code. Sometimes I'm
We're
lost.
just doing the Bright Future event.
I'm just a bird.
I'm usually a bird, but I just felt like being a chinchilla.
They are adorable.
We're trying to both like go around and dance, around and pet.
Pet, 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 pet. Mini dragon. Come back. Come back. No. Oh. Damn it. No.
Oh, wait, where do we want to land?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
This will be the last one, by the way.
Oh, is that what the message was?
I think this might be the last one where we'll be streaming on YouTube, but we might try and get into the new handball racing track if it shows up. Once this match is over, matchmaking is open for those who want to keep playing.
Got it. Okay. Up there because my head hurts.
Well, that's pretty short.
Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to one of like the ice ones, or do we want to go down?
Whatever you guys like. I don't mind either or.
God, part of me is just like, oh, the Tundra won't be that popular, but then when I say that, it's gonna be popular, and I'm gonna regret
just
saying.
because of where the line is. Yeah.
Wait, so where?
Do you guys want to go to Tundra? Just
We could do that.
yeah, let's just go.
I'm so sorry. I zoned out hard.
No, you're good. You're good.
So tired.
Are you guys continuing to play after this, or are you calling it after this as well?
I'm probably gonna call it.
I'll keep streaming.
Who's keeping streaming?
Me.
Okay, Rinku. Okay. Probably end up raiding you then.
Okie dokie.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got a crossbow and twisting.
Give me a weapon, any will do. I could use the Uzi, but I got a deagle instead.
I gotta throw these bananas at one of those statues. I want to see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
wanna do that
too. I saw the emu signal as if it was like a bat signal, so I know that part, but I didn't know if that actually gives you anything.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know.
I'm grabbing
but I
some
want-
bananas just in case.
It looked like 5 bars around it, so I'm guessing that means you have to throw 5 bananas at it for something hopefully to happen.
That would be a good guess. I'm not sure.
Where are you? Ooh.
And I'm so sorry.
I cannot. I cannot. Where is that statue?
Those are bots.
Oh,
100%.
now they're dead.
Yes, they are.
Oh, oh, more,
Oh my God.
more. Ooh.
Where on earth are you guys?
We're in the Thunderdome.
Please.
Oh my god.
It was just like, there was nothing and then there was just a bunch.
Yeah, they all just came up at the same time. It was it was funny.
So you guys saw your whole lives flash before your eyes.
A little bit, a
And
little
we
bit.
managed to survive. It's okay.
Yeah, that was impressive. I got really, I was one shot and I was just like, whoo, I don't know if I'm gonna survive
statue.
this.
Oh, we need more than just 5.
Okay, well, I got some. We're gonna make it. Oh, what happens? Oh, does it give you
That's it.
ammo? What does it do?
It's random.
Oh.
It gave... Interesting.
Ooh. Wow. The more you know.
It's a lot of bananas to throw, though. Oh, there's a... Oh,
Oh,
careful person there.
I need to get tape.
Oh.
Don't make me shoot you. I really don't want to do that, but if I have to, I'll do it.
Oh shoot. That was a bad idea.
You're all good.
The special banana pistol calls to
didn't-
me.
yeah. I did not think that would do that. Oopsie.
Oh, if you get it from the banana thing, then you like, it's got like a special banana symbol on it.
Oh, that's cool. Does it shoot anything special? Nope, just shiny.
Oh, sometimes it
bananas.
shoots a banana.
That's cool. I like
That's
that.
super cool.
Oh,
Yes, we have a team of emus. I should be able to start throwing healing darts at you. Why do we have to go so far?
oh, you're gonna make...
Oh, we're fucked. I mean, heck.
Here.
Shit. No. Oh, no.
Oh my god. Okay.
I managed to grab
Here.
Chiance's DNA.
Oh. Fudge knuckles. That-
People here. Careful.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm down.
Got him.
Thank you.
I got you.
Oh, that's a person.
Sure
I
was.
got
He got you down again. Are we the last? No, we're not. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Run.
We gotta get out of here though.
I might get knocked again.
No, I got you.
Oh no, we're good.
Someone's coming from
thank
below
you.
though. God, I think someone's on the left, but hopefully they're going up. Okay, cool. No, I wasn't
Aw,
fast
damn it.
enough. Shit, we got someone behind us. I'm gonna get the
Yep, we
person
are
behind us.
Sandwiched.
I'm gonna get this person behind us. I don't want to be sandwiched. Shit. Okay, y'all stay there. Ah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Sorry, guys.
No, we all were kind of, we were
Place in third,
sandwiched. There wasn't much we could do about that. We were stuck there. But we made it pretty far into... We made it a lot further this round than the others, so
That's true.
I'm happy with that.
That was fun though.
It was
Very
fun.
silly.
I'm happy no matter what
Very
happens in the game. Because this game's just
Same.
fun.
Yeah,
I don't like
I
being
agree.
super serious with it.
Yeah.
it's very silly.
Nice. This person won the first round too. Nice. They were just solo that
They're just
time.
better. They're just better.
They really, really want their sub count to increase because it was sub demanding on YouTube. Just like, all right, they are going to get more subs.
True. All right, are y'all?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Ready?
I'm rating Rinku.
Well. Okay.
Rah.
Sounds good.
Thank you for the games, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for letting me join you guys.
Of course.
It was
I would love
nice to
play
meet
again
you,
soon.
by the way.
Yeah, you too. Please, anytime. I need more folks to play this game with. So
Of course.
please feel
No
free.
problem.
Yeah. I'll catch
Take
you
care,
later.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Hello.